everything. You all I ever wanted. We could do it real big, bigger than you ever done it. You be up on everything. Other hoes ain't never flown it. I want this forever. I swear I could spend whatever on it. Cause she hold me down every time.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's jaylin.b. Don't forget the underscore, don't forget the TV, or you will not find me. We're watching Disney's Wish is Kind of Dumb. Now, I did see that movie. I didn't see it in theaters, but I did see that movie. I watched it with a friend on my laptop. Quick opinions for me. I didn't think it was the worst, but I didn't think it was the best. The animation looked kind of weird. I read what they were going for. I just think that was a bad decision. The character's pretty. Loved her hair. The Wish song is okay. The villain wasn't that great. I just feel like there needed to be more motivation. And yeah, Disney really dropped the ball on this new princess. But let's get into this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Going on about this movie when it came out. When we got the first trailers and screenshots, everyone was saying how it looked like the trailers weren't even finished rendering yet. But Wish was supposed to be Disney's big 100-year anniversary movie, okay? Oh boy, this is gonna be fantastic. There's no way it could suck.
The only thing I did like about the movie is that it had a villain.
Yeah, the movie came out and everyone was just like,
don't have a villain, which is weird.
But now that it's finally out, like streaming and stuff, I wanted to finally give it a watch and see what everyone's talking about. You know, I mean, come on, modern Disney movies aren't great, but they're not that horrible, right? You know, everyone liked Encanto. And
Encanto was so good.
Tangled? So come along, fellow people who just have to accept that we will never not be tired.
Encanto was
Let's
great.
take a walk. But before we get to that, this video is brought to you by Monopoly Go. Now, I'm sure most of you know what Monopoly is, okay? It's that board game where you win if you get the railroads and utilities, then you kind of sit there watching everyone be like, oh, come on!
Right,
but now it's on your phone.
Yeah, I've seen this game everywhere.
3 hours in the back.
All my friends love this game.
That sweet.
I have it, but I forgot
But
I had
better.
it downloaded.
What do you need?
So
So,
if y'all
ready
want
to
to
buy,
download
sell,
that, go
and
do that.
Here backstory about the whole world of this movie.
Once upon a time, there was a young man who believed there was nothing more important than a wish.
Except whichever one of you keeps wishing for low-rise skinny jeans to come back every couple years. You want to knock that off?
The one that drives your heart. The one
Not
that
too much on my
makes
shirt.
you
I know
who
it's
you
big.
are. But he also understood just how impossible it can be to make that wish come true. How easily dreams can be destroyed.
Okay. Disney, why you gotta be so real all of a sudden? But okay, so because this dude's obsession with wishes, he studies magic, somehow, whatever that means, and uses this magic to make his own country where he makes people's dreams and wishes come true in exchange for their unquestioning loyalty and servitude. And this is where we meet our main character.
My grandfather,
Oh, wow.
a most loving and handsome man who turns 100 years old today.
Valentina's never done talking.
If only we could understand you.
No. This animal better not say a single word, Disney. Okay, so this is Asha, just your typical everyday 17,
That
almost
was her
18-year-old
name,
girl who
Asha.
lives in this magical
That
wish
was her
kingdom.
name.
Now, today is her
I didn't mind
grandfather's 100th
her.
birthday. But
I
here's the
just-
thing, his wish has not
She
been
deserved a
granted
better
yet.
movie.
He's been waiting a long time. I mean, he's not older than dirt, but they definitely went to school together.
King is called a wish ceremony today.
Oh, this is it. No, it can't be a coincidence the king is calling a wish ceremony on your birthday.
100th birthday.
Knock on wood.
Tonight's your night, Saba. I can feel it.
So, let me explain this world a little bit. As we learn in the very first song of this movie, this place is like a magical utopian city-state where life is so perfect and wonderful. But if you move here, or when you turn 18, you have to tell the king your wish, and then he removes it from your heart, which then adds it to this like big giant list of wishes that he eventually might grant, maybe. But also, it removes all the hope and ambition that came along with it, so you forget whatever it was that was driving you emotionally.
Hey, did I mention when you turn 18, you get to give your wish at a ceremony?
Yeah, I knew he was evil because why would I want to give my wish away? That don't even make sense.
Do you cry?
Oh, no, and you won't even miss it when you say goodbye.
Now, is this perhaps a very heavy-handed allegory for capitalism and/or modern society? Yeah, probably.
Ain't that?
But I mean, the premise of the movie itself, I think, is kind of cool. Like, it feels like a dystopian YA novel or something. Actually, now that I think about it, it's basically just The Giver, really. But this idea of, like, when you become an adult, you have to give up on your childlike wonder and dreams and wishes so you can live in what you have been told is the bestest, most perfectest place in the world.
I'll give my wish.
Do you really forget your wish once you give it?
You forget without regrets.
I want to meet the king.
You're in luck. There's a wish ceremony tonight.
You know, people were saying this movie looked bad, but like I think it actually kind of looks cool with the watercolor cell shaded look going on. Like I mean, at least it's different, you know? I mean, sure, it kind of just looks like a higher budget version of every 2000s Barbie movie, but maybe that's what the world needs right now, okay? Anyway, so Asha over here wants to become the King Magician's apprentice, which is a thing young people can do, I guess.
My interview is in 1 hour, and I'm so nervous I think I'm going to explode.
Interview? What interview?
Dahlia!
Oh, you mean the interview with our velvety, sweet buttercream of a king.
What? Now here we get to meet some of the other young people in this kingdom who have not yet given up their wishes to the king and become those empty shells of adults who spend all our time thinking about how we'll just have to do laundry forever, I guess. But don't worry, guys, okay? If you thought we were gonna have to sit through a bunch of dumb, boring character development and learn about kids' motivations and backstories and stuff, rest assured that we learned literally nothing about any character in this movie. I mean, yeah, they are literally just the 7 dwarves, so that'll have to be enough, I suppose.
Now streaming.
I have an ad. I don't want to.
The place is nice.
Cookies?
Cookies.
Like cookies?
Cookies.
Give me the cookies.
It's on mine.
Slow down. Move over. Cookies.
Okay.
Oh, Sophie, they're lemon.
Yes.
This movie has like so many random characters that are just like the most one-dimensional time fillers I think I've ever seen. Like Asha talks to and interacts with so many people who say and do nothing important. Also, everyone makes the DreamWorks face constantly in this movie. It's an epidemic, I tell you what. Now, there is this one guy who's 18 and therefore the spark of life has been removed from him, which could have been explored in an interesting kind of way, but just like with every other character, he just kind of is. But whatever. Anyway, so eventually Asha goes to her interview with this super hot Butter King guy. What'd you say again?
With our velvety, sweet buttercream
He was
of a
hot.
king.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's definitely not less weird the second time. So she goes in for the interview and immediately starts getting into her tragic backstory about her dad who died a few years ago.
I think I remember your father, always talking about the stars.
We used to climb that tree on the high ridge. You know, he'd say, the stars are there to guide us, to remind us to believe in possibility. Well, even when he was sick, he'd take me out at night to dream.
And this is pretty much the only little bit of information we get about her and her dad, their relationship, anything at all, which is still somehow more than we get about Asha and her mom and grandfather, because like they hardly ever talk in this movie. How is the mom dealing with her husband dying? How does the grandfather feel about his son dying? How do kids and adults deal with death in a world specifically made of hopes and wishes? Who cares, am I right? But this part here with the king, I think clearly illustrates something that to me is kind of weird about this movie, which is how it's animated. It doesn't really feel like a Disney movie. Really, it almost kind of feels more like DreamWorks or Minions or something. I mean, everyone just moves so much, and every half second they're making a quirky face and sassy hips and shoulder shrugs and head tilts constantly, all the time. Now, to be fair, in this scene in particular, she's very nervous and fidgety or whatever, but like the whole movie's just kind of like this. But whatever. Anyway, after singing a song about wishes, if you can believe that, Asha starts to realize something a little weird about how the king goes about granting these wishes.
Whereas it is my responsibility to only grant the wishes I am sure are good for Rosas.
Most of these wishes will never be granted. You could just give them back. Then, I don't know, the people can try to pursue them themselves.
They give their wishes to me, and I make it so they forget their worries.
So learning this kind of disillusions Asha a little bit because she now realizes that the world she grew up in and everything she's ever been told about doesn't actually exist. It's all one big lie to take away people's dreams so they can easily be manipulated and controlled. You know, like when an artist or animator person finally gets their dream job at Disney only to realize that they only care about overworking and underpaying everyone as much as possible and all they're concerned with is hitting their next shareholder quotas, but you can't complain about it because do you have any idea how many people wish they were in your position right now? Wasn't this your dream job? Everything you ever wanted? And so Asha goes home and sings the song to the stars,
scary.
like she and her dad always used to do.
Pay animators what they deserve to be paid, and writers that actually make good movies. Not every writer, because some of this shit is questionable.
Okay, I will say, regardless of anything else in this movie, this little star guy's freaking cute as heck, alright? But then, of course, what do you know? The star dude makes animals talk, which quickly becomes the worst part of the movie. Like, remember that cute little non-talking baby goat from earlier?
It didn't work. When does the magic happen? Huh?
Oh, something's happened.
I'm talking. I am talking. Ah, who knew my voice would be this low?
Oh, he's talking now. And he's making wise cracks.
Yeah.
Yippee! Anyway, so this star guy appearing and the
Could've
goat
called
talking
that
about how
happening
funny
when
it
I
is that
seen
his
him as
voice is so
well.
deep. Haha. This inspires Asha to go and steal back her grandfather's wish from the king's wish shed, or whatever this is. Because, like, if his dream is never going to be granted by the king anyway, at least your grandfather could have it back in his heart so he could maybe, you know, try to do it himself.
Look, see, King Magnifico has their wishes in the castle. They're captured in these ball-like bubbly things that are very beautiful, but very locked up. And he'll never give them back. You mean we take them back ourselves?
Except this dude is literally 100 years old. Like, if I ever make it that far in life, my only wish is gonna be like, put me back in the Dexter's Mom Smashatron 5000. So Asha corrals her friends together to help her out after they see this for some reason. Where to?
Another one? So sorry, guys.
I'm going home.
And if I'm quiet, it's
Last
literally because
night,
I'm paying attention.
After everything happened,
Not be
I made
paying
a
attention, I'd
wish.
be so quiet, but y'all
On the
come here
star.
for me to be quiet.
What are
I'm
you,
so
5?
sorry.
And the star answered.
Oh, it's a chicken thing.
Simply,
Yeah.
your wings can't fly. What your
This
voice
one-
is.
This movie
Anyway, so
was a movie
moving on.
that
Asha's
happened.
friends distract the king while she sneaks into
Movie
his
that
wish
happened.
room place to get her grandpa's wish back.
With unsanded mahogany.
Ooh, good find, Valentino.
My butt found it.
He's the baby goat with the low voice, but he said butt. Hilarious.
Saba.
I'm going back for your wish next, Mama.
You should've just got it the first
But
time.
right then, what do you know? The king himself shows up at their house, and he already has Asha's mom's wish ball thing. Oh my goodness, where's this gonna go? Maybe he's had a change of heart?
I wish.
We all know what happens to wishes out in this real world. They get crushed.
When that happened,
Yes,
I thought
yes.
something would
All
happen
this
to
time
her,
I've protected the wishes, not knowing.
but nothing really
power
did.
they
I guess she
use.
just got more
I
depressed.
feel as if I can do.
And him absorbing the wish
Anything.
also confused me because you just never. It's,
Wait. I'm sorry. So he crushes the wish and absorbs the power. And then he's like, I crushed this wish and absorbed the power. And now I am more powerful. Is he a Dragon Ball Z villain? This movie speeds along so fast. Because of this, it's like very underwritten most of the time. Like I said, we never learn anything about any character. But other times it's so overwritten and just right in your face. Like, because this is for the 100th year anniversary of Disney, this movie's full of Easter eggs. You know, some of them are kind of cool, like this nod to the fairy godmothers and Sleeping Beauty and making a dress, you know? But then other times it's like this.
Oh, Fantasyland in the sky, huh? How about Neverland?
Yes, how about Neverland? Anyway, so Asha then realizes that the king is just gonna crush all the wishes and take the power for himself.
wait.
So she and her friends
Is
decide
Peter
it's time
Pan
to sing a
there?
song. Now, obviously, I'm not gonna play the song for you, but they sing this big emotional fight song about how, like, they're not gonna take it anymore. Gosh darn it, except, like, we don't know anything about them at all, so, like, good for you, I guess. Okay, so slight tangent here, but, like, in typical Disney movies, there's, like, a love story, right? And we learn a lot about these characters as they go through all their romance stuff. Like, it's kind of weird how, like, this movie has no love story, but also it has no other, like, inter-character story at all anyway. Like, it's not
None.
about friendship. It's not really about her family that much. It's about... Even Asha herself has, like, no character arc whatsoever. Like, her hero's journey is a 3-step process in which she learns no lesson. Stuff just kind of happens in this movie. Like, Asha wishes on a star who then comes down and just, like, deus ex machinas the entire rest of the movie. Now, speaking of weird story choices, there's this part later on where Asha distracts the king so her friends can, like, open the Wish Tower sunroof. But then there's a crazy plot twist when she gets caught.
It doesn't matter. You're too late.
Asha, Magnifico's never too late.
Simon?
Oh my goodness, it was the recently adulted adult guy from earlier. Yeah, he was a decoy so the king could remain back at the castle and do nothing. The king's sinister master plan was to hang out and watch the kids try to open the roof.
Surprise.
Haha, surprise! I've been standing here watching you all for 45 minutes now,
if
so
the
I could capture all the wishes,
if
which
the
I could have already
staff
done
was
at any point
specifically
anyway.
made
Yes,
to
I am
capture
very
a
clever. Now, at the
star,
very end of the movie,
I
the
just
king
feel
is
like
up
that
in his
should have
cool
been in
tower
the
thing,
start.
just
That's
sucking all that
conversation for another
Capri Sun
day,
juice
maybe on
magic
the
out of those
podcast.
wishes, so he can do some kind of bad guy stuff to everyone in the kingdom. Then everyone holds hands and sings a song about what I assume is the whole point, which is that magic comes from wishes, and wishes come from stars, and everyone is made of stardust, so therefore, the real magic was inside of us the whole time. And so everyone holds
I
hands and
hated
uses their
this
cool
part.
wishing powers, and the movie ends with the king being trapped in his scepter and becoming the magic mirror on the wall thing from Snow White, and then Asha becomes the fairy godmother from Cinderella, I think. And really the whole ending is just like one big Easter egg hunt.
Do you see what they've done to me?
Well, you do love mirrors.
That is not funny.
That was very Cinderella. Very fairy godmother.
Sorry,
And you wonder why I'm grumpy.
And then we have the ending credits where they have these like star constellation versions of pretty much every Disney animated movie, which is kind of depressing in a way, you know, because it's like, hey, do you remember when Disney was good? You remember those days? Yeah, remember when we did amazing 2D animation and then we never did it again? Remember how all the happiness from your childhood would never come back? Give us all your money. And that's pretty much where the movie ends. So yeah. The heck was this garbage? Like I said earlier, I think the main premise and setting could have been pretty alright, using the power of wishes and talking about how childhood whimsy has to be crushed in order for you to become a member of society and you're told this is how it has to be or whatever.
I
Going on a
agree.
quest to recapture the hopes and dreams you thought you'd given up on. Like the foundation of this movie is pretty solid. I mean, take Hook for example, an incredible movie about trying to find the childhood wishes and wonder you left behind, you know? It's just like the road they decided to take to tell this story is just, I mean,
Unclear.
how is this the best that they came up with?
Very unclear.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you liked it,
Go check out his channel. I watch him all the time. I decided to bring him over to my reaction channel because why not? Why not watch things I enjoy? If I was mostly quiet, I'm so sorry. I do not feel the best. But also when there's long videos, it's, you know, I be paying too much attention sometimes. Sometimes it'd be quiet, but I'll try to react to things. But I do agree with what he said. This movie was a movie that happened. This is not a movie I'll be showing my kids. I was so happy for another Disney princess, and yeah, that's all I got to say. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I hope everyone has a good day, and please be safe. Bye.
And it goes a little